talk about. So we gotta not get caught up in this craze about not having a 9 to 5 job, not working for somebody. You want to work for yourself. But people, it's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5 job. Whether it's you going in to work, whether you Uber, whether it's Doordash, whether you have your own business. At the end of the day, it's all work. It's still work, and you got to get your money from somebody else to pay your bills. So at the end of the day, it's a way to make money. It don't matter what type of work it is. 9 to 5, side hustle, service industry, whatever. You're doing it to make money. You're doing it to feed your family. You're doing it because you got bills to pay, rent, mortgages, and damn near triple. Got to put gas in your car. You got to eat. Recession is coming. Beginning of 2026, believe it or not. So please don't get caught up into this psychological war with people online telling people they don't need a 9 to 5, they don't need to work for nobody, and all this nonsense. And you got to understand, I got a prime example. Do you think surgeons wake up in the morning and they're like, oh man, I don't feel like working for the hospital today. I want to go and find me a side hustle. Like, no. There's nothing wrong with a job. You got CEOs that make millions per year. They work for a company. You got doctors. They work for the hospital. You got people in tech, engineers, computer scientists. They work for somebody and they get nice paychecks. They're making 6 figures with their 9 to 5 job. So there's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5 job. And also working for yourself or having a business. Everybody can't start a business. Having a business is not for everybody. Everybody is not designed to work for themselves. The world couldn't run if everybody decide they want to have their own business. You'll just be stepping all over each other's toes. And if you have a business and you need somebody to work for you, because you're going to have to hire people if you have a business. What if all your employees say, I don't want to work for you no more. I want to work for myself. Think about it. The world cannot turn if everybody want to start their own business. Everybody is not built to have a business. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we need people in professions. We need police officers. They work for somebody. We need firefighters. Who's going to save you in the fire? Those are jobs that you're working for someone. So all of this pure evil, or if you scroll through social media, oh, I don't like my 9 to 5 job, or you got people working for YouTube. Yes, if you're a social media influencer, it's not a 9 to 5 job, but you getting paid from somebody else. You got to wait on YouTube to pay you. And guess what? If you stop posting, you don't get paid. So you still working for somebody, and you still have to wait on your paycheck. YouTube can decide one day, hey, we're going to shut your channel down because we don't like what you're talking about. Boom, paycheck gone. So it's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5 job. If you don't like your 9 to 5 job, it's time for you to change fields. Find out what you're interested in. Learn it, train at it, get good at it, and switch it up. So don't ever feel like you're less of a person or devalued because you work a 9 to 5 job. I still work my 9 to 5 job. I'm on YouTube. I don't get monetized for YouTube. I don't make any money on YouTube. The bulk of my money is from my 9 to 5 job. I also do Uber on the side, and I have investments. But the majority of my money comes from my 9 to 5 job. That's how I get most of my money that I invest. That's how I bought my Airbnb property with my 9 to 5 job. Now you see what I'm talking about? So there's nothing wrong with that. You got a lot of people getting laid off. Federal employees getting laid off. People in the tech industry getting laid off. Those people are losing 6-figure jobs. And they can't even pay their bills. They got whole families, children. And now they're looking for jobs and nobody's hiring right now. Those people needed those jobs. They don't have a business that can replace their income. And if a 9 to 5 was such a bad thing, why are people's lives getting ruined if you get laid off? So they're clearly paying your bills and taking care of you. So again, you got to respect the 9 to 5s. You got to respect people that work for somebody else, which is the same thing. You got to respect side hustles. People driving for Uber, people Doordashing. At the end of the day, it's a way to make money. So please don't let the evil world motivate you to not work. Everybody is not built to start a business. It's impossible. I like my job as a network engineer. It pays well. So why would I rush and try to quit my job because somebody told me I should be working for myself? It gets the bills paid. Use that money to start your own business. But don't just up and quit. We got a recession coming, 2026. Believe it or not, you heard it here. You know they scare people with this recession talk pretty much every year. But as of right now, we're not in a recession. They got quiet all of a sudden about all this recession, scary talk. Stock market just hit all-time high. That means we're not in a recession. But people are still going broke. So it's like a lot of people are confused. People going broke, but the stock market going up. So you just got to pay attention. So, but with that being said, the stock market is not going to stay going up in a straight line. At the end of the year, the stock market is going to slowly start decline, and it's going to crash. We're going to call it the Great Reset. When all the big dogs sell their stocks, crash the market, going into the recession. The recession is already planned. It's scheduled. Beginning of 2026, this recession is scheduled already. There are people, high powers, that know exactly when it's going to happen. And they're going to all come together and make it happen. But guess what? The rich are going to get richer and the poor is going to get poorer. So plan ahead. Yes, I understand everybody don't like their jobs. But if you don't have a plan, do not just quit, then try to figure it out. Figure it out while you're at work. But don't quit and then try to figure it out. That's like the worst thing you can do in this economic state. With that being said, stay blessed, and I'm out.